The pieces that I've been working on this year for Halo are mostly photographs with other mixed media. So as a photographer, I try to document our homes and our kids. And for me, photos are more powerful than words. They're just more visually impactful, in my opinion. So having the visual of seeing the kids and seeing what their lives are like through those images, for me, is really important in telling my story of what I've seen through Halo. So this year I'll be doing some of the mixed media with the photos, but also incorporating into those photos some of the experiences I've had. The first time that I was in Uganda, I went to a refugee camp and saw for the first time kids living in trash, and whole families really living in just absolute poverty, where they were living in shacks with garbage bags for walls, and literally kids that were infants and toddlers around burning trash. And that was, to me, really eye-opening. And you hear about those types of things, but when you see that in person, it just feels like things like that shouldn't exist in the world. And I think of Halo as being an option for those people, those kids that are in the greatest need, to get out of that circumstance when there's just not a lot of other options. This is Miriam in the photo, and she's one of our Halo-supported kids in Kenya. So she's been living in the Baraka home now for several years, and when she first came into the home, she was probably about 2 years old, and she didn't smile, she didn't talk to anybody, and since that, she's turned into a very lively kid, and she's made a huge transformation. She's probably about 5 now. I felt like it was really a very close look at Miriam, and her face, even though it's so young, to me looks aged in that it has a lot of weight behind her eyes. You can tell that there's definitely been a history there. There's definitely been a background that most 2- and 3-year-olds would have never experienced. So when I look at her face, I see a lot of history that probably shouldn't be there, but I see also a lot of hope in her being a kid again, even though she's still only 5 years old, being able to have a childhood and not have to worry about the things that she worried about when she came into the home. The metal leafing I put in there because it's metal, but it's made to look like gold. In my mind, I visualize it as this lightness coming from a dark place, and that's what I see Halo as. I see Halo as this ability to bring light into a dark situation.